Hello, this is Kevin with International Computing Services. Today we're going to talk about creating memorable, usable, and strong passwords. What you want to do is, there's several ways to do this, but you always want to make sure that you have a password is not easily hacked, that you can remember how to use it, and you can change it easily. You do want to change your passwords about once a year, maybe even more frequently than that. I change my passwords quite frequently, and I don't use my passwords across platforms and across websites. If I'm having a website that I don't really care about, it's a subscription to a magazine or something, I'll use a lighter password that I use on several different things. If it's a bank password or something else, I'll use a more encrypted password, and I change it more often. So what we want to do, first of all, is to create one that you can come up with. Now, I'm looking at my desk here, and I have an i5 Intel Core unlocked processor. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Intel Core unlocked i5 for 11th gen. It's the 11th generation. Okay, so I have Intel Core unlocked i5 11th gen. So maybe I'll have unlocked Intel i5. '11th gen. Easy enough to remember. Easy enough for you to remember, and easy enough to create a password from. So what I usually like to start is with some special character. So let's just start with the minus sign. Minus unlocked, capital UN, maybe L0 CKED. Intel would be an exclamation, let's say NT3L, 3 for the E. i5 works okay. 11th gen, so 11 T8 and then capital GEN. So there we have an unlocked Intel i5 11th gen. And that's, once you get kind of used to this, you're going to say, well, that looks kind of odd, I can't remember that. But it's something that you can remember. I go to the gym, or LA Fitness, or I work out 3 times a week. Whatever it is that you do that you can remember that you're doing, you can use that short term. I want to travel to the Philippines, or Bos Acoustas, whatever it is that you're familiar with, whatever's in your wheelhouse. Take that, use it. What I've used is a lot of times I'll use a serial number. If I get a piece of equipment and it has a unique serial number that's kind of looks encrypted to me, I'll use that. It's very unlikely and hard to crack, and very unlikely that someone's going to know that you're using a random serial number from some piece of equipment that you have. And that way you can kind of refer back to it if you forget, or you need a quick refresher. Just look at the serial number. You know what it is. You don't need to tell people what it is, and that would be your password. So right now we have unlocked Intel i5 11th gen. So I put the minus sign, unlocked, UN, capital L, 0 CKED, Intel with an exclamation, and a 3 for the E. i5, we know what the i5 is. It's the Intel i5 processor, 11th generation. And there you go. That's your password. You could use that. You'll learn it pretty quickly, and you'll know what you're switching it out. I just use a 0 for an O, a 3 for the E, an exclamation for the I for Intel. I left the other i5 alone, so you kind of know this is what my password is. Might sound complicated, but you'll get used to it. And then let's say that you have you're needing to change this password. You can just change several of the special characters within it, and it's good for about a year until you're coming up with something else. And then you're going to find some passwords that you like that you're actually going to be able to use. Another way to generate a password is to go online. They do have password generators online. So let's say that we want a 16-character password right here. Make it a strong password. We're definitely going to use symbols. We're going to include numbers. We're going to use lowercase and uppercase letters. we're going to exclude similar characters, so we don't want to use an L and a 1 and a cap. Things that look the same, we're going to exclude those from your thing. We could just use these characters, generate on your do not send across the internet, and there you go, auto select. We're going to go ahead and hit generate password, and there's a password for you. Now this one, if it works for you, it's great. They're saying remember your password by equals close paren dot, caret fruit minus music. So fruit minus music. This is a little bit hard to remember, but there you go. You can take these here, generate your password, remember your password. Let me just go ahead and copy these. Let's paste it over to our Word doc because that's where I'm working on these passwords on. So let's go ahead and go here. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in. And I'm going to go ahead and snatch that password as well so that we have that. And this is a really nice little secure password that you can use. And once you get used to it, you'll know that this is your password, for several things. So equals, it's a little bit complicated, but honestly, this probably wouldn't take you that long to remember once you get it. So there's your remembering technique, online password generator, how to do it with something that you know, something that's on your desk, something close around you, like the usual suspects. If you look at there, he's looking around the room, pulling from some stuff there. I'll do that a lot of times. I'll just look around what's on someone's desk or what's in a room, something that, if they like to play football, whatever it is, I make it kind of relevant to what they do, encrypt it up, tell them what it is. I know a lot of people don't like to have strong, but you need to start using strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. Thank you.